The Catholic Business Organization of Western Massachusetts hosted James Keyes as their keynote dinner speaker at their October meeting. Having an extensive background as the CEO of Blockbuster Video and 7-Eleven and having served on many boards, this Renaissance man has recently written a book and started a foundation. Nick Morganelli has our story.
The Catholic Business Organization began their October gathering, as they always do, with Mass. This one celebrated by Monsignor Chris Conley, who has been assigned as spiritual director to the group.
We're grateful tonight for the presence of Jim Keyes and for all who have come here tonight as I welcome you to our first Catholic Business Organization meeting here at Sacred Heart Church.
After Mass, the group gathered for conversation and fellowship at their dinner reception.
What I will describe tonight is the fact that I lead a very blessed life.
Jim described how he met up with childhood friends from his hometown in central Massachusetts and the question one of them posed to him.
Do you realize, do you ever stop and think about how blessed you are? This Holy Spirit following you around, blessing you with whether you pick up a paintbrush, write music, and it makes it to the country charts. And you're not even a country singer, you know? And he said, you get in business and you get to run 2 Fortune 500 companies. Who does that? And he knows the way I was raised, which was in a 3-room shack in Grafton, Massachusetts.
With these inspiring words from his father, Jim's humble, simple, faith-filled beginnings became a foundation that he carried into adulthood.
My success is really attributable to a combination of faith and knowledge. And I think I've cracked the code. I like to think I've cracked the code on the ability to use the combination of faith and knowledge to accomplish virtually anything. Because those two powerful forces, faith and knowledge, eliminate all fear.
These are just some of the elements of his new book.
The book is titled Education is Freedom, but the subtitle is equally important. The future is in your hands. Any of us can lead extraordinary lives and do extraordinary things if we harness the power of knowledge and let our faith guide us to be able to solve any issue and to come together as humanity to make this world a better place.
Jim attributes his success to a gift he says was given to him on Christmas Eve, but it wasn't wrapped under the tree.
This gift came to my attention in a dream, and I believe I was visited by the Holy Spirit. I felt that I was in the presence of God in this dream, and I was told to do 3 things, and after accomplishing these 3 tasks, I was to get a gift.
Waking up from the dream before receiving the gift, Jim was beside himself.
I jumped out of bed, I wrote down 3 words: change, confidence, and clarity. And I shared those with my wife, and she reminded me, that is your gift. You have an uncanny ability to deal with change. You have the confidence to make it through any storm.
There was one last gift he questioned his wife about.
Well, what about that clarity thing? And she said, well, look, Jim, you're not really that smart. But you have an ability to take really complex stuff and break it down into simple terms.
One of the newest participants in the Catholic Business Organization owns this establishment in Holyoke, and he is enjoying the benefits of membership.
The part I enjoyed was divulging how some of the conflicts he ran into at the corporate world, and how his faith played into that, and some of the adversity he took, and how he turned lemon into lemonade in a lot of different ways. You know, it's just pretty inspiring.
And Pete already has a personal connection with some of the members.
These are people we share a lot in common with. A lot of people in the organization, our kids grew up with each other, and your faith's a common denominator. You know, I've taught CCD to some of these people's children. I think the Catholic Business Organization is a nice way to kind of mix business with our faith, bring it into the workplace every day. It's kind of a different world from trying to not be a Sunday-only Catholic.
Vice President Buzz Travers is already talking about the amazing lineup the group has for 2025.
To start the year off in January, we're going to have a speaker that's going to talk about a person whose name is Jimmy Lai. He's a billionaire from China, a huge businessman over there, and the Chinese government has imprisoned him because he's a Catholic.
They'll also host the co-founder of Hallow, one of the most downloaded Catholic mobile apps, as well as other great speakers. Membership is encouraged from those in the business community, and one can inquire about attending as a guest at an upcoming event. Inspired by faith-filled business leaders for Real to Real, I'm Nick Morganelli.
Western Mass business owners can inquire about membership with the Catholic Business Organization by contacting Buzz Travers at 413-262-6859.